You're tuned into All2ReelToo. Be sure to subscribe, download, share the show with a friend, and stop by all2reeltoo.com for our social links, Patreon, and TeePublic store info.
Hi, I'm Chris.
And I'm Jeremy.
And I'm Fergal.
And we're from Movie Smash.
Comic book movies are having a golden age right now with the MCU.
Movies based on comics aren't necessarily a new thing, but they're a big thing.
Join us every other Tuesday on Movie Smash.
We explore these movies and find some hidden gems.
Every other week, we revisit some of the best.
And some of the worst movies based on comics or graphic novels.
Was Green Lantern as bad as you remember?
Heck no!
Is Time Cop the most accurate time travel movie ever created?
Absolutely.
Was Mystery Men way ahead of its time?
Should they be revisited? Should they be forgotten?
Join us on Movie Smash and find out. Listen wherever you find your fine podcasts.
Okay, everybody, welcome to the latest episode of All2ReelToo. My name is Michael E. Cullen II, and with me, as always, is...
Sesame, hemlock is poisonous. Don't touch it or ground it into a paste or powder and consume it, or even touch it with your hands for that matter. I'm not sure if they've been touching it in Carta.
It's a very, very interesting name.
Thanks.
Sounds like there's a story behind that. Was that like a family name?
Mm-hmm.
Like
we were big hemlock growers, and we didn't realize for generations that they were poisonous. We just ate it and drank it, and everyone died. And then finally we got wind of that. Oh, we probably shouldn't have this.
That was like your mother's maiden name or something?
More like my great-great-great-great-great-great-great-grandma name.
Oh, okay.
Probably. I don't know. I actually haven't done my genealogy, so I'm not really sure.
Is that German?
Probably Polish or Czech. I don't know. I'm just making shit up. I'm just making shit up. I don't know.
Yes.
I know I'm Slavic in Poland. Some say even some parts of Western Russia. Who knows? You know.
Yes. I'm Irish, German, Scottish, English. I think part Spanish.
See, you get the good shit. I get Slavic. I get duck blood too. Fuck that shit. You know what I mean?
What the? No offense to any Slavic people.
No, that's literally my mom said she used to eat it when she was a kid. It's a Polish food. It's literally called duck blood soup. And that's what it is. It's duck blood, and it's got like sugar and shit, in it to make it taste better. I'm like, there's no way I'm ever gonna eat it ever. Like, what? Are we
I'm part Scottish, and they eat haggis. So I mean, come on,
it's like I don't know, man. But I do like pierogies. Pierogies are pretty cool. There's some cool Polish shit out there.
I was saying British people have
blood pudding or whatever.
Pudding, and then Irish people have the whole what is it, the
Chig's dinner or whatever. That shit
sauerkraut and shit, and
it's fine. I mean, there's some cool shit in Poland. Yeah. The polka music, for example. I know this is a completely weird tangent, but the Tejano, the music in Mexico, Tejano.
Tejano.
Tejano on the white Tejano.
Yeah.
Tejano, you know how it sounds kind of polka-ish?
It's because
yeah, that's the reason why it sounds like that. Yeah.
a lot of Polish people were intermingling with the Mexicans and stuff, and that's how it came to be. My friend of mine that I used to work with, his family, he used to listen when we worked all the time, and we could listen to music. For a while we had to listen to it with headphones, and then after that we could listen to the music but on our speakers that we had on our phone and stuff like that. And he always used to listen to Tejano music, and he told me the whole story about that, and because he had family that were performers in that, and he's part he was part Mexican and part Polish and German and stuff. So yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. And unfortunately I don't think there's any Polish people in this movie. Although they did pretty good in diversity of characters from different parts of the world, but unfortunately,
I mean, I'm sure somebody in the movie might have been.
Maybe
the film that we are covering today is a mockbuster released by our good friends at the Asylum.
Yep, I love that. Love that company.
The king of mockbusters.
Yeah.
You know, our friends behind Transmorphers, and in the past we covered the Fast and the Fierce.
Yep.
Yeah. So today we're covering Immortal Combat, which comes out right at the same time as Mortal Kombat 2.
Of course.
And they use the same font for their poster. And the poster makes it look the guy on the poster is not in the movie.
No, not at all. I was like, expecting, like, I mean, I know they can't like make it look exact or whatever, but I was like, oh, maybe there's literally nothing at all in the movie that indicates anything like Mortal Kombat other than the tournament. That's it.
That's basically what they do on a lot of these things. A lot of these movies were made before they got a name.
Oh, so they just kind of,
or they changed this one. They might have made on that, because I mean the thing is if you can't use like video game characters, like let's use public domain, people from history or something. It's just like how they made the Sinister Squad instead of the Suicide Squad and used fairy tale creatures instead of
yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah, which we covered on this as well. So yeah, so I mean it's at least a little bit closer than some of their movies that they would just slap a title on after it was already made.
Yeah,
at least there's fighting.
There's actually quite a bit of fighting in here. Yes.
So this movie was directed by Monroe Robertson. Mr. Monroe Robertson. He's also an actor. He's going to appear in the Lanterns TV show. He's appeared on It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. He was in Trans Aries. That's his actor. Let's see what he's directed. He's directed 6 movies. Directed this. He directed 24 Hours to D-Day, Planet Quake, a short film called Pitcher Catcher, and something called Evil Cowards, Bedford Avenue Wine Distributors.
Okay.
Whatever that is.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Cool.
And as far as acting goes, I think he appears in this movie, but they don't have the whole cast list on there. I'm pretty sure he's the guy who's the TV guy for the combat thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. IMDb only lists like very few of the actors in this movie.
I wonder if you went to the web, they have a website for the movie itself. Sometimes movies have like their own website.
Yeah, the I went to that and it's very bare bones. I found a synopsis of the movie on a website where somebody reviewed it and they wrote out a synopsis of it, so I can, because this doesn't even have a Wikipedia page, like most movies do.
Yeah.
This is written by Ryan Ebert, probably no relation to Roger Ebert. I'm just guessing.
No. That would be weird if there were, though.
Yeah, he wrote The Jolly Monkey, which was a mockbuster for The Monkey, which we covered in a previous episode. But yeah, we didn't cover The Jolly Monkey.
No.
He's also written Shark Side of the Moon.
Okay.
Shark Warning. Predator Wastelands, which is not an official like Predator movie. It's, I'm pretty sure, an Asylum film.
Yeah.
Because the name Predator isn't copyrighted. Yeah, it's definitely an Asylum movie. Yeah, he's written a lot. He's wrote Evil Nun, which was another mockbuster. Jurassic Reborn, Airplane 2025. Yeah, Tales of a Fifth Grade Robin Hood.
Ooh, okay.
Apocalypse of Ice, San Andreas Megaquake. Okay, yeah. He's one of the writers. We also have Jacob David Smith, who has written, as far as a writer goes, he wrote this. He wrote Ballerina Assassin, which was a mockbuster for that ballerina spinoff of John Wick. He wrote Snow White and the Seven Samurai.
Did we review that once?
No, we didn't.
No, I think we talked about it, but I don't think.
Yeah, you haven't gotten to that one yet.
All right.
Yeah, he's written a lot of short films after that, besides that. So, yeah. So that's that.
That's
This movie
bad.
stars, what we got listed here on IMDb is we've got Sasha D. Capri as Attila the Hun, Roxanne G.C. Brooks as Cleopatra, Fournier as Joan of Arc, Greg Creek as Leon, Peter Laboy as Gordon, Ashley Murray as English Commander,
Okay.
Mila Orion as Boudica, and then Dominique Swain as Aria. She had appeared in The Fast and the Fierce, which we covered in the past.
Yes.
She's an amazing actress who sadly got typecast for being in a adaptation that missed the point of Lolita back when that was her first movie.
Typecast. So was she like in movies like that then, I guess, or something?
After that, they had her playing like sexy teenager and a lot of things and stuff like that. Which was based on the fact that she played a misunderstood version of Lolita that society is kind of fucked up and made the victim of a pedophile be the sexy teenage girl that seduces older men, which is not
right.
the fucking point of the book was.
Being the one that's like enticing, well-meaning men with her, feminine wiles or whatever. It's like, no, that's not what the movie or story is actually even about. But okay, like,
I mean, the book is about a girl that's 12 to 14.
Right. So
if you want to victim blame her,
I mean, it's like, come on. Like,
anyways,
people,
it just proves that what is it like where the word understanding of like media literacy, that's it.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Media literacy has always had an issue when it comes to a lot of things. So even by people who have enough money like Adrian Lyne or Stanley Kubrick to make movie versions of that book, I mean. So yeah.
Yeah.
Because both versions kind of missed the mark.
Yep.
It's okay.
Yep. And it's like totally not dangerous at all to do that. Like sexualizing 14-year-old actors. There's like nothing bad going to come out of that, right?
No.
In Hollywood?
No, never.
Like how it's like, like I hate to say it, but like some of these like right-wing conspiracy theories about Hollywood, if it turned out to act true, I mean, like I know they're all crazy and shit, but like, like
the main thing I have issues with their conspiracies is that they say all of Hollywood is like that. And they blame it on Hollywood when priests, Boy Scout, masters, coaches, uncles, aunts, teachers, everything, it's everywhere. It's like in any industry. It's not just Hollywood. So you can't throw the baby out with the bathwater sort of thing.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes. I've never really understood that. I mean, I guess I kind of understand that phrase.
I don't know where it even comes from. I think I looked it up once.
I know what it means. It's saying like, oh, the bathwater's dirty, so we're going to throw the bathwater out. But, and you don't want to throw the baby out with it.
Right.
Yeah.
I think I looked it up once and I couldn't actually get, like, nobody actually knows for sure, like
where it came
from. Like,
that's interesting.
I don't know. It's like your best guess,
I got to spend time with my great niece Ellie today, who's relatively newborn baby. I got to watch her for an hour today. She's so cute. Got the bluest eyes. Anyways, so speaking of people with blue eyes, the actress who played Joan of Arc has blue eyes.
Oh, she does, doesn't she? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I'm looking at a picture of her, so I just noticed.
Yeah. Okay.
So, anywho, this movie,
it exists.
Initial thoughts here, Sesame.
I didn't actually hate it much. I thought it was okay. I mean, it was like if this was like a movie that wasn't called like or wasn't meant to be like a Mortal Kombat, Mockbuster or whatever, I think it was be a kind of a creative, low budget, sure, but like a decent I don't know, a decent movie, I would say. I thought it was
it's a unique concept in a way. I think it could have been some of the writing was lacking, and it could have been with a bigger budget. Maybe it would have been better. But studios don't tend to create new franchises. They just decide to,
They just decide to
milk the teat of old ones, So yeah,
absolutely true.
Yeah,
but I did like it though. It's entertaining. It's not a lot of downtime, which is nice. There is a lot of because some of these movies they kind of get away with it by just not really having anything going on in it to justify their budget or their lack of a budget there, and so they're like, oh well,
and it was welcome either. It was a tight hour and a half, so
it was a decent, and I didn't really feel bored, watching it either. I didn't feel like I had to rush the time or dreading oh no, I gotta watch this movie or whatever. I found it interesting myself personally.
Yeah, I have some issues with the movie. I mean, my main issue is the use of AI.
Yeah, but especially when they're the fighting, not the fighting sequence, but when they say Joan of Arc versus blah blah blah, whatever. When it shows them growling at each other, whatever that type of. Yeah, I could tell.
Plus there's a big tower where the headquarters is for the place. That was completely AI generated.
Was it?
I could tell. I mean, it's the thing that used to be the cool quirk about the asylum was their bad CGI because that's all they could afford.
Right. So this wasn't CGI, just straight up AI.
Yeah, a lot of this was AI. I could tell by watching it, especially because the satellites on the outside of it would warp and shape sometimes. It wasn't even good AI sometimes. The satellites are supposed to be, the satellite dishes are supposed to be round.
Oh.
And sometimes they would become oblong.
Okay, well that sucks.
Yeah.
That sucks, man. Can't people just do their own CGI? I'm kind of guilty of this too because sometimes I'll make a thumbnail for my music with AI just because I'm not good at mails. But then I'm my last one I changed it. I'm I don't want to keep using AI to make thumbnails. So I'm just gonna make something really simple.
I mean, I will tell you the cover for this episode probably used AI in it.
Okay, well, sorry,
but that was just because I'm a hypocrite. But
well, see, if you're using it all the time, I mean, you don't use it all the time.
No,
it does, but that is a good thing. I mean, because it does. There is a temptation, though.
Yeah.
Oh well, I can just do this. I can save some time on it. But then, you start doing it all the time, and then you kind of for me, for example, when I'm always fucking around with Suna all the time, I'm not even making shit that I even think is good. I'm not. It's not even music I even plan on releasing. It's just putting Trump tweets and making the guy scream like he's a maniac.
Yeah.
But then I realized I'm oh. I'm doing this more than making my own music, basically, even though I'm just
away from that. It's I do know the cover that we have for this episode, the template that I have for it. I created the template in GIMP, and then I had AI clean it up. So
at least some part of it, though, not just totally 100% AI. Yeah.
But anywho,
yeah.
So what goes down in Immortal Combat Town?
That's a good idea. So. Basically, we got Joan of Arc.
Joan of Arc.
I always say Joan of Arc. Joan of Arc.
Yeah.
Is fighting a battle, and then she's about to get shot by an arrow, but then she's zapped away through a green light, and then she. By the way, why is green always time? Loki, and also too the Legend of Tomorrow, green always. All the time somehow symbolizes time travel. I don't really know where that came from. But anyway, so this green light, she gets sucked into some realm. A bunch of other people show up. Genghis Khan, Attila the Hun, Cleopatra. What was it? Boudica.
We got
a lot of people actually.
I've got a list here of the people. We've got Attila the Hun, Oda Nobunaga. I don't know. Anyways, Genghis Khan, Shaka Zulu, Queen Hangbe, Boudica, Mama Huaco, and Cleopatra.
Yeah, so it's a pretty decent cast. Not something like that.
And then we have when they arrive there, then we have Dominique Swain's character Aria Wellman, and she's the representative of the Temporal Combat Authority.
Yeah, which is weird too, because in the Legends of Tomorrow, they had their thing was called like the Temporal Time Lords or something like
Yeah.
that. Yeah, so basically, he gives them the business, like, hey, you're gonna fight for our entertainment because what else are you gonna do? You can't do shit, right? So whoever wins, whoever kills whoever's the last one standing gets to go back home. It's basically there's nothing to do about it. So okay, and then Joan of Arc. In this version, Joan of Arc doesn't really fight at all, which is weird because I thought she was like a warrior, but a warrior who never fights. So I don't really quite.
She was more of a leader.
So she didn't actually fight. She just led.
She was like the leader of the troops and stuff. She kind of led them into fighting during the 100 Years' War. And
she didn't fight herself though, or
I don't know exactly. I'm trying to remember. I learned all this shit when I was in Catholic school, but
But that kind of makes her seem like a shitty leader. Like, I'm going to lead you all to battle, but I'm not going to go fight alongside you.
I think the main thing is here that like if you have a reason for fighting, it makes sense. But like in this situation, they're just making you fight.
Right.
Yeah, it's stupid.
So he's like, let's form an alliance so we can just basically just like take down our captors and then we can all just go home, individually or whatever. That's pretty much the idea. And then Oda, he kind of joins her almost immediately. He's like her first convert, I guess, And then the other side doesn't join because they're like that's not going to work. Like we're just going to have to do what they say and just fight their way out of here. They're not going to, which is kind of smart because they kind of saw like what they're up against here. They're like we're like 5,000 years away from this time period. Like we're not going to be like use slingshots to what I mean, like get our way out of here or whatever. But so like we kind of have like our two factions now. We got Joan of Arc who's like, hey, let's just like take down our captors. Boom, we're all good to go. You got Cleopatra, Boudica, the other guys and gals who are like, fuck this, we're gonna go fight our way out. And then that's pretty much the whole movie. But it's actually entertaining though. Like it actually is entertaining. Like
I mean you've got these different people and they start forming alliances against each other and stuff, which was kind of cool. It was an interesting story, but yeah, it was kind of quick in a way.
It wasn't. Yeah, there wasn't like a whole lot going on. Yeah,
but I mean,
there was, but not really enough to talk about. Like
it was just interesting. Like when they die, they would reappear inside the tower.
See, that was the other thing too. So like they technically just never really died. It was just like they were basically left to just keep repeating the thing, I guess, or something. Like I don't.
Yeah, they would end up like using them as like drones to fight the other people. Like they had some kind of like something that they injected in them and everything. And my thing is why didn't you just do that from the beginning?
Why didn't you do that from the beginning? And also, were they just planning on doing this in perpetuity? Like I don't understand the plan. Like what was the plan? Just having because like it's entertainment. It's still kind of fucking weird entertainment, but like you would want more. You wouldn't just want to see the same people fighting each other all the time, right?
It seems like they were doing this as like as a test to get investors or something. My feeling is that they would maybe send these people back and then go and get other people from history or something to fight, or and then they were doing these tests with the drone things where they could probably eventually just get regular Joe off the street to fight or something.
Yeah, maybe they didn't really flesh that plot out too well.
No, there was a lot like left unanswered.
There's a twist at the end of the movie which I didn't really see coming. I don't really understand what that was supposed to be about, so we can talk later about that. There's a twist near the end after the credits.
Oh yeah,
did you see that part or not? Or
yeah,
okay.
the Hollywood star thing. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So like at the end, do you want to talk about that now or?
Basically, like so I thought something was going to happen because when the lady, she kind of, so like basically the woman kind of switches sides about halfway through the film.
Aria switches sides and she ends up like gets everybody regenerated and then frees them from mind control, and she sends them back to their times after they all say some kind of weird catchphrase before they go back.
Exactly. Yeah. Gotta make sure you get your catchphrase
and then it's
time to earn, to do that.
And then it seems like because this takes place in the future, and then it seems somehow that Joan of Arc is accidentally sent to like what looks like 21st century Hollywood.
But I don't think it was accident because
Yeah.
when she does that, Aria like does this like turn thing that
Yeah.
she didn't do with all the others. So it seemed like she deliberately turned
Set
it
it
so
there.
that she wouldn't go back to her original time. I don't know why what the plan was for that, but
Yeah, I mean, after that, she ends up obliterating the whole
right. So I
TCA
don't know
feature.
what because like I looked at because like even when I saw that I was like, why did she turn that knob? Like she didn't do that for anyone else. Like I was thinking, and then of course then it actually happens. I'm like, oh, so did she for some random reason put her in the 21st century?
I think
But why? Like,
they're probably setting it up for another movie. There's probably going to be either a
if they make
sequel
it,
or a
who
movie
knows,
where
but-
it's like, you know, maybe they'll do like a comedy where it's like Joan of Arc in 2026 Hollywood. How's that going to work out?
she's an actress now. Yeah, I mean, like as far as mockbusters go, I thought it was okay. Like this is one of those movies where I probably would actually watch again.
Yeah.
At some point in time, like if I was bored or whatever. Like some of them I don't ever want to watch again. But
So, what kind of sequel do you think they're going to make with Joan of Arc?
well, if she's gonna be in our time, then I don't really know what they could like have her like work at like medieval times or something like that. I don't really know.
I think they should just totally change genres and make it a romantic comedy.
They could do that. Like she can meet someone, like she can meet like the man of her dream, or she can meet the Pope because now she can fly around, you know, and like, oh my God, the Pope is here. But then it might not work. She might be like super conservative. But she comes like, this Pope is too liberal, and then the movie becomes kind of bad.
And plus, I don't know if I can't remember if like Joan of Arc had like was chaste or not. You know, like she might have not. Maybe she, you know, she did devote her like life to God. I don't know if it was like in regards to like a nun thing. I need to watch her.
Well, I don't think she was a nun. I think she was just very religious.
Well, no, she wasn't. But I'm saying I don't know if she took a vow of chastity like a nun.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I don't know much. I mean, I know she was pretty young. She was only like what 17 when she was killed or something like that. I mean, she was pretty young, yeah. And to be leading people in the battle, I mean, that's especially because that was a pretty much a different time, you know. Although not really, because now women can barely even join our military now. It seems like so. It's like,
yeah. I mean, she was.
I know she was pretty young. She was like 19.
Yeah, I'm trying to see how old she was. Yeah, it's like approximately 19.
So yeah, I knew she was pretty. Yeah. She was pretty young for being a leader of a. Apparently, she's officially a saint. She's officially.
Oh yeah, she's the official saint of France.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Yeah, the patron saint of France, I should say. Yeah, she's honored as the defender of the French nation for her role in the siege of Orleans, and her insistence on the coronation of Charles the Seventh of
sorry.
During the 100 Years' War, stating that she acted under divine guidance. Yeah, she I know she was burned at a stake, I think.
God damn. Evil way of breathing.
Yeah, let me see here. I'm looking at all this stuff. I wish I would remember this. I watched a movie about her once too that was really good years ago.
You know that there's a TV show called Joan of Arcadia? I thought about that. I know it's nothing to do with this. I know.
Yeah, she was put on trial for heresy.
So what was her belief that was considered heretical then?
Because she said she talked to God, and they didn't believe her.
No one allowed to say that. Apparently,
they said she was accused of having blasphemed by wearing men's clothes and acting upon visions that were demonic, and refused to submit her words and deeds to the church because she claimed she would be judged by God alone. She didn't want to be judged by man, basically. Her captors downplayed the secular aspects of her trial by submitting her judgment to an ecclesiastical court, but the trial was politically motivated. Joan testified that her visions had instructed her to defeat the English and crown Charles, and her success was argued to be evidence she was acting on behalf of God. If unchallenged, her testimony would invalidate the English claim to the rule of France and undermine the University of Paris, which supported the dual monarchy ruled by an English king. Yeah. So yeah, she was her execution for public heresy was a capital crime in which the unrepentant or a relapsed heretic could be be given over to the judgment of the secular courts and punished by death. Having signed an abjuration, Joan was no longer an unrepentant heretic, but could be executed if convicted of relapsing into heresy. So, but anyways, she went to a cell along with several other clerics. According to the trial record, Joan said that she had gone back to wearing men's clothes because it was more fitting that she dressed like a man while being held with male guards. And that the judges had broken their promise to let her go to mass and release her from chains. She stated that if they fulfilled their promises and placed her in a decent prison, she would be obedient. When they asked about her visions, Joan stated that the voices had blamed her for, the voices got mad at her because she had admitted to her heresy.
Oh, I see.
And then she took it back, basically.
So it's like you better, don't let fear, sway you, from the truth, whatever type thing, right?
Yeah, and she so she at the age of 19, she was executed on May 30th of 1431. She was allowed to receive her sacraments despite the court process requiring that they be denied to heretics. She was then taken to the old marketplace.
Yeah, you'd marketplace.
Yeah, where she was publicly read her sentence of condemnation. At this point, she should have been turned over to the appropriate authority, the bailiff of Rouen, for secular sentencing, but instead was delivered directly to the English and tied to a tall plastered pillar for execution by burning. Yeah, she was asked to view a cross as she died, and was given. Oh, she asked to view a cross as she died, and was given one by an English soldier made from a stick, which she kissed and placed next to her chest. Yeah. So basically, that's why she's considered a saint, is because she died for her religion and believed that she spoke to God.
Okay, I gotcha.
Yeah.
They couldn't just stab her. They got to do something extremely cruel and stuff like that.
Yeah, there was a movie about Joan of Arc.
Yeah, I think I remember seeing that
I watched that I really liked. Years ago. I don't know how truthful it was. But,
it was probably, not.
Let me see.
I think I just saw, here it is. Well, there's a bunch here. They got 1999, The Messenger Story of...
The Messenger Story of Joan of Arc. That's the one I liked.
It is, 1999. Yeah, I think I remember seeing that.
It's directed by a sexual predator, but that's okay.
It is? Who was it directed by? Let me see.
Luc Besson.
Besson, sorry.
Yeah, he's the guy that also directed The Professional Leon. But he's an accused predator, I should say. He's supposedly sexually harassed a bunch of women.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Wow, there's a lot of stuff about Joan of Arc video-wise that we got.
Yeah.
Several movies. Would they even have they even have a Arabic Egyptian Joan of Arc in 2000? Okay, anyway. Sorry.
But anyways, she's an interesting person.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
In the movie, she's kind of like the leader, kind of, so to speak, like the, well, I guess her and Oda seem to be the two leaders that are kind of like trying to keep everyone together
at peace. Yeah. But back to Luc Besson really quick. Yeah, he was accused of rape.
Oh shit.
And some other things. Yeah. So yeah, look into that more if you want to, folks. We're not going to talk about it.
I won't. Well, look into.
Yeah.
I'm just requesting a bunch of shit about Joan of Arc that we got on her.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be a special interest now with Joan of Arc.
Yeah. I mean, I will tell you, regardless, Luc Besson is a great film director. I mean, but and that movie was great. I saw it in theaters. I remember.
I remember watching it too, and I was like, I don't know, like that.
Yeah.
That's
so. So as far as user reviews on IMDb go for this movie,
it's a pretty new movie, so there's not a lot. I mean, there's not much on YouTube even of reviews. Like,
let me see here if I can read them. God, I have to sign in to read the reviews.
Why?
I don't know. IMDb got weird.
You have to. Who came up with that rule?
I don't know.
I'm gonna write them strongly. We got Passion of the Joan of Arc 19.
That might be the one that there's a silent film that I saw that's like one of the like greatest early films ever made. I watched it in one of my films. Okay, so one of these reviews so here's the issue that this guy had. Not Birdemic, but close. This guy this guy named Ravensworth, guy or girl, I should say. The premise, in spite of women fighting men in hand-to-hand, is a movie staple, but they lost me with DEI Cleopatra.
What?
So the whole thing becomes a train wreck after they save Joan of Arc and transport her to the future. So you liked the first 5 minutes of the movie.
Wait, why is Cleopatra DI?
So, okay, because she's a black actress.
But she's Egyptian.
Yeah.
So they're trying to say that
the thing is that she wasn't. Well, the thing is she was like Greek.
Oh, right. She was from Macedonia. So no, that's Alexander. Yeah. Okay. Well, whatever. Who cares?
But and people are all upset about black actresses.
Now suddenly they care about history. They're like, technically, Cleopatra wasn't from Egypt.
What the thing is, she would have had more dark complexion based upon her other lineage and stuff like that. There's no real proof one way or the other whether she was like lighter or darker complected. And it wasn't like they cast a dark black actress.
Right.
She has lighter skin. So anyways, they say the whole thing became a train wreck after they saved Joan of Arc, which is like the very beginning of the movie, and transported her to the future. It was interesting only to see what was going to be messed up next. Warriors being killed by other warriors in tournament is great until the future folks bring them back and make them killing drones.
I mean, that was kind of
it was kind of stupid, which they're bad at. Please don't waste your time.
No, it's not even close to Birdemic.
Everybody else that's criticizing it is talking about the AI.
Right, good. That should be the thing that they should criticize.
It's like this guy, the iMac man, said, "Please don't go AI Asylum." The thing that made the Asylum movies endearing was their low-budget CGI, like I said. And it felt like a place where people went to learn how to make movies and get better. But this movie is mostly AI-generated slop. Sure, it actually does look better, but it's so obviously AI that it doesn't really matter if it looks better. It just comes across as lazy and lacking of any creativity.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's pretty much what the other couple say. There's only like 4 reviews. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's a very neat.
Yeah, this doesn't even have trivia. So
I literally could only find like 2 reviews on YouTube, and they're like really short reviews.
Yeah, I got this this one person says the review score is a 50 out of 100. I think.
I mean, that's not too bad.
That's not too bad. Yeah, they actually give it a decent review. It looks like.
That's cool.
It's too long of a review to read, but there's a review that you can check out on culturecrypt.com.
Oh,
so
yeah.
It's like one of the only, like, I guess, journalistic reviews I found, and this is like a review website. It's not, I don't know if it's real legit or not, but they do reviews of a bunch of different movies like Ready or Not 2 and, other like Send Help and different movies. Yeah. So, yeah. Any other thoughts here on this movie?
No, not really.
Yeah, me either. I kind of want to see a sequel, though. I want to see what they do with Joan.
I know that's a good cliffhanger. I want to know if she's going to get a job at medieval time, or if she's going to meet the Pope and then become like super anti-woke though because she comes from like the 1500s. And it's like, why do you like gay people? I wasn't burned at the cross so that you can accept homosexuality. Kind of just like make her sacrifice like very complicated.
I doubt they'll go that direction.
I don't think they would either. I'm just like, that would be really complicated, like very complex. Like oh no, she doesn't really like. She really doesn't like gay people.
I think it'd be interesting to see, what they do with it. I mean, there's got to be a reason that they set that up. If they never pay it off, it'll be really weird.
Because you see her, she like sighs because she's like, oh my god, like I'm not just like.
Yeah, she really, and she's walking down the Hollywood Walk of Fame. I didn't get a chance to notice like what stars she was on top of and if they had any significance to this
Yeah,
It'd be interesting if like the star she walked across was somebody that played Joan of Arc in a movie or something.
right. That would be kind of neat.
I'll have to rewatch it and check that out sometime. Yeah. But anyways, folks, hope you enjoyed this episode. Be sure to go to all2reeltoo.com and check out our links there to our social media, to our T Public, where you can buy some T-shirts and other merchandise. You can also go to our Patreon. This is a good one, folks. There's going to be a lot of cool stuff coming to Patreon, I swear. Yeah. See, this is how you do things in the world. You just say that things are coming up that are going to be really cool, and then you get people to invest in you first.
Right, and then you'll actually bid.
That's how all these, speaking of AI, all these AI companies have gotten people to invest in it. They don't have anything, and then they'd be like, yeah, in the future we'll have, AI that'll, I don't know, clean your house for you or something.
They have no like profit either. Like they're just going off investor money basically. To like seriously, like OpenAI, like ChatGPT, like those they're literally not making any profit at all. They're losing money.
I mean, like Sora went out because they were losing so much money, and
Sora made some weird.
It's about to go crazy, but then these friggin' these data farms that they're building, like the one that they build in I don't know, was it Utah or somewhere? I can't remember that Kevin O'Leary from Shark Tank built. That everybody disagreed with, but they passed through in their like state Congress or whatever.
Right.
But supposedly that one data center uses more electricity than the whole state.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
and everybody's like, oh, we need to build more so we can keep up with China.
What?
Why?
What is there to keep up with? I mean, like,
while you're getting rid of like all these other forms of energy that could be, like renewable energy and stuff, but hey, we'll just make more things that take electricity.
Yeah, and I'm actually doing with it.
So I have a feeling that I want to time travel back to when the world actually made sense. Actually, no, I don't, because the world never made sense. But
exactly. Like, I would like to go back to like 1999, 98, though.
Yeah,
and that was kind of like we had, we had cell phones. We needed to get, we had really good movies, good music. We still had the internet, but the internet had it completely over and been crazy. So and fast food actually tasted good. Like McDonald's and shit actually tasted like food, not like slop like it does now. So
good times.
Good times.
Anyways, go to our Patreon and help support our show. So we're not taken over by AI.
Yeah.
And and share it with your friends. We've got some interviews coming up that we're gonna be dropping soon too. Some episodes that are interviews that will have video components to it. So that'll be cool. You can see the person that I'm talking to.
Mm-hmm.
You can see me in one of them. I look like crap, but that's okay. It's okay, because I hadn't figured out my setup yet, and the lighting is horrible. But hey, guys, you can guess which one it is.
Yep.
Watch them all and find out.
Watch them all. Do it.
Also, share the show with your friends and on social media. If you happen to come across a time traveler from another time, share the show with them and tell them to take it back in time and tell people to listen to us before we existed. Yeah. But like in the future, there's going to be this podcast called All2ReelToo, and then people are like, "What's a podcast?" And then you're like, I don't know if that would actually work as a good way to market our show. Do you think so?
But then we're kind of like pioneers in that, because they're like, "What's a podcast?" Like, oh well, this group of two guys were like, "Oh hey, this is what you do," and like, "Oh cool," and then it's like, "Yeah, we'll just review like movies that are bad, somewhat okay."
And then people would be like, "What are movies?" And then
we gotta explain that too. We're like, "Well, movies are," and then it's like, see, it's like a never ending. There's so much material to go off of.
But maybe if we go back into the right part of time, we can get on the ground floor and be bigger than Joe Rogan or something. But anyways,
yeah.
Oh, I had a dream. Anyways, folks, just remember that you shouldn't burn people at the stake.
No. No.
A
good idea.
Trans lives are human lives. No
Yep.
human is illegal. Fuck ICE. Free Palestine.
You know, the whole thing.
Yeah. Fuck the oligarchy. And just remember that I love you. Joan of Arc probably loves you.
Probably.
Cleopatra's not DEI.
Nope,
Sesame loves you.
I do.
And until next time, bye-bye.
Thanks for listening to All2ReelToo podcast, a Cullen Park production. Produced and edited by Michael E. Cullen II. Music by Matthew Hawes. Subscribe and share the show. Visit us at cullenpark.com.